Here's a video to combine my view of Gatlinburg, or a look of Gatlinburg for you, with why I skipped the Smokies. The Gatlinburg, I went to Gatlinburg because I thought I could get a decent hotel at a reasonable rate. It's being kind of off season, and I did. I also wanted a hotel with free breakfast, one of my normal filters, and a hot tub because my left knee and ankle were bothering me quite a bit. Got one, did a couple of sessions in the hot tub, and it felt really good. I felt better coming out of Gatlinburg. So that was a positive. So here goes. It's very, very hard to describe Gatlinburg, so I thought the best thing I could do was just kind of put the camera on the tripod and put it up on the dash and give you a little bit of video view of the downtown. It was done at 7 o'clock at night. There was some spitting snow going on at the time, just to give you an idea of weather. Hope you find it enjoyable and, most importantly, informative. Gatlinburg would be very hard to describe. I thought a video would do best. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So again, this is Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I wish I had a wider lens because there's a lot going on to the outsides here. This is, we're going by the aquarium right now. This is, you can see they like bright lights. This is Gatlinburg at a little after 7 o'clock at night. Got to stop where we at least don't have to sit right behind another car. Just saw somebody walk by with an exotic bird on their shoulder. Seems a little cold. Missed a bit, hit the gas, and everything came off the dash, so that does happen. I'm going to try to film it coming up through and then film it coming back down through. It's, I don't know how long this strip goes. A couple miles, maybe? It's quite a ways. Good. Never out of sight of a brewing company or a tasting room, ever. See the vats off to the right there for, I don't know what they're brewing. There's a Ripley's, believe it or not, on the left. Five Guys. Old Smoky Moonshine. Again. Dick's Last Resort, which appears to be a bar. All kinds of pizza places and movie places. In addition to all the intersections that have walk and don't walk lights, there's a number of, between like every one, there's like 2 crosswalks as well that are just uncontrolled, so it makes flow of traffic through here pretty slow. Tramway to Uber Gatlinburg. There's 2 or 3 aerial things here, tramways or other facilities. I don't know exactly what they are. All right, so that clears the main strip. Still a little bit more as you go by. I'm going to go up and turn around and film some of it on the way back. The main road, if you follow it straight, goes right into the national park. And this is basically the road coming right out of the national park, right into downtown Gatlinburg. It's a 15-mile walk from Newfound Gap, which is where the Appalachian Trail has its closest approach or easiest way. Hollywood star cars on the right. I don't know how much the camera will show. Got a whole bunch of cars from movies and whatnot out front. Good morning. This is my short clip on why I skipped the Smokies. Not permanently, but for now. Because I had to. Didn't have any choice. They have rules, and to try to follow them all, I couldn't make the math work. I used that section going from Fontana down to the Knock to kind of push myself. It was good hard hiking, but nothing outrageous, but it was tough. But I tried to get up early. I tried to hike hard. Tried to hike fairly late. Best I did was a 10.4 day. 10.4 miles was my best. So now I've done a day over 11, but it was really cruisy. Couldn't count on that. Certainly couldn't count on that in the Smokies. Very real chance of getting snow and ice and slush, which is not going to make you go any faster. The days are just a little bit longer every day, but not much. So the length of day is short. My legs are slow. So I figured, okay, I can 10, maybe a little over 10 is the best I can plan for. To go through the Smokies, you need a permit. It's good for 8 days as a thru hiker. You're only allowed 8 days to get through the Smokies. It's just under 72 miles, 71.6 miles. I can do that, no problem. But you are not allowed to spend the night anywheres but at shelters in the Smokies. You have to, it used to be you had to be in the shelter. I think now, post-COVID and whatnot, they will allow you to tent at a shelter site, but you have to be at the shelters. There are 12 shelters in the Smokies, and there's no point where the shelters are not within 10 miles of each other. But obviously, you can't stop at every shelter because that would take you 13 days, 12 nights. And you have 8. And there's no combination of getting into the Smokies and limiting yourself to 10-mile days where you can get through in 8 days. You can't do it. And I certainly couldn't plan on doing anything better. This is after that period where I would have been doing it. I've talked to people that hiked through. They all encountered snow and sleet and slush. I could not do it. Later on this year, my legs will be stronger and faster, and the days will be longer. I mean, trying to do it in a 12-hour day versus trying to do it in a 10.5 to an 11-hour day just gives me more time. So that's why I skipped the Smokies. I will be back. I'm not the first person to do it. I've seen other people have chose to do the same thing, just said, well, with the weather and everything else, skip it and come back. So I skipped it and came back. I went from the Knock to Gatlinburg. I did a day there of videos and whatnot, and I'm going to include my attempt to show you Gatlinburg. And then from there I went up to Standing Bear, which is the first hostel just outside of the Smokies, headed north. I'll continue from there. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.